Hello guys, and welcome back to the Book of Unwritten Tales 2. For some reason I wanted to say part 2, but it's not called that, so let's not do that. Let's also hope I won't get interrupted during this set by work. Sincerely hoping that. But we're back as Wilbur, so let's see what's happening around Seastone. Maybe we can, find some help with the tasks given to us.
Bill uses the crane to smuggle things down to the lower town to evade the duty at the gate. Can't imagine that's allowed. Bill uses the crane to smuggle things down to the lower... Can't imagine...
Well, that sounds like it's probably going to help at some point, considering it's also returning. But also, some other items you can just keep looking at, but they didn't seem to really matter that much, so maybe not.
The delivery dock for goods delivered by airship. Bill is one of the town's biggest merchants, and with the war over, more goods land here every day. Judging by the size and the wood used, the barrel must contain a precious liquid. Brandy, I bet. The first few weeks after the war, there wasn't much to be had, but now you can buy practically anything you want, if you have enough gold. Judging by the size...
Okay, so brandy is worth a lot, apparently.
I was quite surprised when one morning suddenly the second tower appeared. The older folk remembered that it had once always been there, until one day it just disappeared. They didn't really pay much attention to it at first because the town housed the mage school. Magic stuff happens. But when it didn't return, they just forgot about it.
It's pretty weird, yeah.
But I wonder how the tower managed to return unnoticed. I mean, if a tower climbs over the town walls and over the town's rooftops to get here, someone's sure to notice.
Wilbur's an interesting fella, really. I think it sort of more just appears instead of sneaking over the town wall, but who knows?
Hello, Bill.
Wilbur.
Oh, that was short.
How's business?
Could be better.
I thought business would be booming now that the war's over.
It is. But it could be better.
Were you in the lower town today? What's the situation like?
Those loonies are taking over.
What, you mean the protesters?
More gold for everyone, they demand. They should work instead, then they'll have gold.
But isn't that the problem? They want to work, but there aren't any jobs.
There's enough work. I've offered a couple of them work.
Yes, but they'd like to be paid.
You see, so it is all about gold. You give those layabouts a little finger and they take the whole hand. And who's supposed to pay for it? The honest trader.
Then you're on the council leader's side, right?
You bet. All the traders are. She's one of us after all, even if only by marriage. Her husband, old Van Buren, was the richest trader in the region.
Was?
Been dead 2 years. Was the last Van Buren. His father and his uncle before him were full-blooded salesmen. Out of their parents' vast and powerful trading group, they made an even vaster and more powerful trading group. Van Buren knew what to do. And the widow knows too. She knows the hardships the traders suffer, and is sure to cut taxes.
Do you even pay taxes?
No, but they're too high nonetheless.
Looks like your crane's ready.
Oh yes, finally I can lower goods straight down to my stall. Saves on customs duty and paying bribes to the town guard down by the gate.
Is that legal?
Not paying bribes? Dunno. But nowadays an honest trader's got to look out for number one.
I have to be going, Bill. See you next time.
See ya.
Interesting fella. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to deal with him more.
I'm not so convinced that this lottery is a good idea. Sure, it's a fine thing for the winner, but wouldn't it be a coincidence if the right person won? Presumably the names of all the inhabitants of the lower town are written on slips of paper and one of them drawn. I would imagine the council leader herself would draw the winner. She wants to show people that she can bring a better life.
So we can go down, we can go to the school, or we can look at more stuff.
A weathercock like that tells the weather with amazing accuracy. When it spins quickly, we have stormy winds coming in from different directions. When it casts a shadow, the sun is shining. When it's wet, it's raining. Or it just has. When it's all white and doesn't rotate, well, it's frozen. Like now. How could a simple piece of metal know all that? Dear, there's clever. The Archmage no longer lives alone in the tower. He has some family learning the art of magic there too. But it's difficult teaching adults magic. Their minds are less open and they're too stuck in the physical world, and they lack the imagination for magic. No, the next generation of real mages will be the young, trained by us in the school. In 10 years, the Mage Tower will be teeming with the school's finest.
All taught by Wilbur? Oh dear.
For centuries, the Archmage has also been the leader of the Free Peoples, but Archmage Alistair has had this crazy idea that the people should choose their leader themselves. He says it's not good the mages are the only ones to elect the new leader. That's why we're having the election in 3 days. But if things go badly, that loathsome Van Buren will become the Alliance's new leader.
Okay, so we can go to the school, or we can go down. Well, I guess we go down. Barred window?
Ugh, creepy. The prison. I always try to get past this window fast. Hello? Is anyone there?
You bet there is.
Who are you?
My name is Wilbur Weathervane. Who are you?
Wilbur Weathervane? Good alias. Call me Mr. X. My friends call me X.
X? Strange name. Still, better than Goalpost Head, I guess. Why are you locked up?
They want me out of the way. I know too much.
But they don't just lock people up for being intelligent.
They do if you know the wrong things. We're being watched.
By whom?
They are watching us.
Who are they? The wizards?
Them, the ones watching us. They're out there.
So conspiracy nut? Okay.
How long have you been in prison?
A few days, but I suspect they will never let me out. I'm a political prisoner. They want to silence me. Tell everyone. The truth is out there.
Here, in Seastone?
Yes, probably.
Do you really think you'll be in there long?
They certainly won't let me go before the elections. That Van Buren wants to show her strength, and it's anybody's guess what'll happen afterwards. Either way, I'm not going to wait until some court passes judgment on me. I'll escape as soon as I have the chance.
Well then, I have to be going.
Take care of yourself, brother.
Interesting. Wonder if he'll become a big role.
The drain should lead directly to Seastone sewers. I would like to say that the sewers in this town are a true marvel of engineering skill. But in truth, the stink here in midsummer is absolutely, breathtaking. Almost every house in the upper town has a drain leading to the sewer. In the lower town, things look different. Many residents just tip their effluence into the street and trust that it will somehow make its way below.
Yeah, that's how they did things back then.
The drain's blocked by a grating, and even if I did remove it, I'd still be too big to climb down.
So we're gonna have to shrink ourselves, potentially.
All of the expensive shops in Seastone are here in the upper town. This bakery makes the finest pies, the most delicious cakes, and the most amazing chocolates. Luckily, I don't have enough money to buy myself a treat every day. Otherwise, it wouldn't be too long before I no longer fit into my teacher's robe. This is torture. The bakery's closed, but the shop window displays all the things you could enjoy if it were open. This is torture.
Okay. Well,
The coat of arms of the proud town of Seastone, capital of the Alliance and largest town in all Avantasia. With the refugee camp on the outskirts of town, Seastone seems larger than ever before.
yet also very empty.
Seastone was never captured during the war. The town has massive walls and stretches about 200 meters into the air like a tower. That's why they called the Great War the War of the Two Towers. Seastone against the Archwitch Motroga's Dark Tower. The latest edition of the Seastone Lookout, the local newspaper. Council Leader Van Buren, we are equal opportunity providers. Tomorrow morning we will present our solution to the poverty problem. We are the only ones with simple and efficient solutions to today's problems. There are loads of election posters hanging here beside the paper. Death entered the election campaign last week. His slogans are death to all and death is the solution. What's this? Hey! Archmage Alistair's a traitor. He uses the artifact of divine fate for his own purposes rather than to help everyone. And here, friends of the Archmage claim he never served in the war and he was not born in Seastone. Those are lies.
Yeah, lies are part of the whole
The lookout is
politics thing
reporting
system.
unfairly and someone has glued these fabrications about the Archmage to the wall. No wonder his lead in the polls is disappearing. The lookout is reporting no one.
So we'll have to do something about the lookout.
Some famous knight. He's already lost both legs and his sword in battle, but his fighting spirit is unbroken. 'Tis but a scratch is chiseled into the stone above the statue.
This is a good quote.
Some famous knight.
He's pretty famous though as well, yeah.
The gate to the lower town is closed. That's new. Normally you can go down there until late at night. The gate to the lower town, that's new.
So I guess we'll ask the town guard.
Hello, Mr. Shieldhand.
Well, I never. If it isn't little Weathervane.
Weathervane to you, Mr. Shieldhand. Professor Weathervane, to be precise.
Oh, your lordship, forgive.
I see you're still the captain of the town guard.
It's captain and its only member.
Why aren't there more guards? Surely it's impossible for you to keep the peace all by yourself.
The council leader of the merchants doesn't see it that way. She handpicked me for this post. Nothing is more important than loyalty, she said.
Okay, that seems kind of weird.
How are things in the lower town?
Same as here, just dirtier and everything smaller.
What about the refugees?
Dunno, it's been a couple of weeks since I've been down there. From up here, it looks like the tent city has stopped growing. Either there are no new refugees arriving or the place is just full.
Aren't you responsible for the lower town too?
Can hardly be expected to go down there. The place is crawling with criminals.
But
Anyway, the anarchists have erected barricades. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't get into the tent city.
what's the story behind that statue?
That's the Black Knight. He serves as an inspiration for young soldiers of the town guard. He's supposed to motivate them to fight bravely to the last drop of blood.
Who was he?
No one knows. He was mangled when he was found, but he still had the lust for battle in his eyes.
There are posters over there spreading lies about the Archmage.
So?
Those are lies. Anyone could read them. A couple might even believe them.
Nah, what can you do?
You could remove them. I would do it myself, but I don't have any water or a spatula, and it's your job.
All right then. Tomorrow. Got way too much to do now.
Yeah, he's very busy.
So, what are you doing?
I'm guarding the town. I'm the town guard.
Ah,